Hi guys, it's your host Davian. Welcome to another episode of Consciouztv. You guys already know what we're here to talk about. Make sure that you comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. It'll be down below. Hit all when you do so that you can keep up with all of my latest uploads, of course. You can also subscribe and become a member at my Patreon, which is www.patreon.com/Consciouztv. There will be more interviews dropping. I have an interview in about 2.5 hours from now with another victim. So you guys definitely want to head over there. There are going to be receipts, there are going to be audios, there are going to be text messages, there's going to be a lot of documentations as usual dropping in the Patreon. So you guys head over there, okay? You guys can also Cash App if you want to at my Cash App, which is $Consciouztv, and or you can PayPal me at paypal.me/Consciouztv. And you can also email me any questions, any informations, any stories that you would like me to cover at consciouztv@gmail.com. Now let's get into it. So I want to say hello to all of my new subscribers. You guys know that we got like 3K subscribers in about 1.5 months worth of a time. Huge quantum leap, and we are building as we speak right now. So hello to you all. I want to get into some things right now. First of all, I am in a really good mood because I got some really amazing news last night. I can't tell you guys how supernatural and how spiritual and metaphysical things are right now in terms of the way things are lining up. God is in favor of somebody, but I can definitely tell you who the hell God is not in favor of right now. I'm kind of on a high right now, and because of that high, I wanted to speak to certain things that I've seen over the past few weeks, especially with the House of Hope situation popping off, which also led to the exposure of Granny, who was only initially like 40 seconds of my initial commentary, but after I had gave that commentary, plenty of victims, plenty of people who had been extorted and victimized by Sir William McRae had came forward. That led to what you guys all see now, because there are people who are now catching up to the channel, who are now subscribing, who don't know kind of what's going on because they're finding me in the middle of all of this blogger extortionist situation. So in a nutshell, one story led to another story. And with that being said, I want to speak to is some of the controversy around KingJives, some of the rumors, some of the naysaying, some of the things that I have observed. We want to get into some of those things. First of all, I want to address Sir William McRae's supporters, which are few and fucking wide, might I say. Larry Reid Live supported the content and supported my channel by sharing my link on his fan page as well as in his community tab on YouTube. And out of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments, there was only one where there was a bit of an empathy and sympathy for Sir William McRae. Now, the person's comment read something to the extent of, I like Consciouztv, he's cute, I enjoy his commentary or whatever, but I'm not liking this whole gang up thing. So Larry Reid said, well, you would feel that way because you happen to be one of William McRae's good friends. If he had did to you what he did to me, then you would be feeling quite different. Pause. There was a grace period established by me and these victims where we gave him 30 days. See, these people, these victims are actual men and women of God. They're not perfect. Some of them have been wrong. Some of them have a sinner's past. But nonetheless, all of these victims are people who try to do the right thing despite their pitfalls. Now, these victims have had every motherfucking right to have pressed the gas through the fucking floor on Sir William McRae because he has done nothing but betrayed people, blackmail people, use information that victims have had to extort the people who the victims were exposing. Yes, those interviews are coming. Stick around for that Patreon. This boy has been a menace. He's been relentless, he's been unforgiving, and he has been completely self-absorbed and self-obsessed in his need for money and for shelter. He's been living in shelters, motels, and hotels. Just like Sir William McRae, we know that you was at 3967 Peachtree Road not too many days ago, which is in a Atlanta hotel in Buckhead. And God only knows what type of goddamn salacious, explicit, demonic prostituting behavior went on in the four walls of that goddamn hotel room, which they need to fucking condemn and ban so that no other suspecting person accidentally rips out that room and gets infected with the asbestos in the wall. Nobody needs them type of goddamn problems, because I'm sure that the goddamn sexual demon arised up in Sir William and just tore up the whole goddamn place, because I believe that this bitch eats his goddamn victims. I believe that after sexual exchanges, his jaws just open up real motherfucking wide and he just takes one big clamp down and motherfuckers just disappear. Whole body, girl. He don't even chew, bitch. He swallows and devours his victims. People have been gracious in giving him 30 fucking days. So for all of you who feel sorry, and for all of you who feel like people are ganging up on him, nobody has ganged up on him, because let's also be clear, okay? I'm the one who popped this whole McRae shit the fuck off to begin with. So what Consciouztv is doing over here on this platform ain't got nothing to do with any other blogger who is running the Sir William McRae's, any other Instagrammer and Facebooker who is telling their story, who is running the content, who is utilizing this content as content, who are utilizing these matters as their content. These are separate platforms speaking about the same fucking thing. But Consciouztv has not recruited a single soul, because Consciouztv doesn't need a single fucking soul. Between me and these victims, we're handling things very, very well. And in the next coming weeks, you guys are going to know just how well things are being handled, okay? Now, with that being said, there's been a lot of people who have felt like KingJives was attempting to steal the thunder from Consciouztv. You guys don't have to worry about nobody stealing the thunder. If anybody had the power to steal from me, they would have been able to get the ball rolling on these matters to begin with, and nobody did that but Consciouztv. So there can be no stealing of thunder, okay? KingJives is in this situation because he was connected to Sir William McRae, okay? And a lot of you guys feel like you saw KingJives go from Sir William's friend to all of a sudden an enemy to Sir William McRae. And it looks like that because there's been lots of content, lots of videos, lots of commentary, lots of conversation where certain key factors have gotten lost in translation. You're only going to be able to keep up with how things have transitioned and why the pieces are moving about the way that they are if you are a keen observer. What some of you guys failed to remember is that 2 weeks ago, KingJives did a video titled "You're Confused, Let Me Help: The Circle of KingJives, Larry Reid, and William McRae." I will leave the link to this particular video. This would be the one where baby daddy is in his yellow hat with his bleached beard, looking all types of sexy. And in this video, KingJives told the truth about William. Now, he was still friends with William at this point in time, but KingJives was just trying to make it clear that, look, even though I am Sir William McRae's friend, I also am not going to act like the things that Consciouztv is saying, the things that these victims are saying by way of his platform are not true, because all of us have heard these things. All of us have been aware of these things, especially those of us in the church world, especially those of us who are Kojic are aware. Not to mention that Sir William has a past, a very public past of extortion. He has public records, he has mugshots. These things are known publicly, and we're just not going to be in denial of that, because I, KingJives, cannot argue those things, because these things have been true before. That's all KingJives said. Now, when KingJives made that video, I called KingJives and I said, look, you better be prepared for your homegirl over there with the raggedy bundles to have a total fit about you kind of low-key co-signing the truth, even though you did the right thing. Now, Shim went and did exactly what I thought Shim was going to do, which is start really high-key shading the living shit out of KingJives, and that's when you guys saw KingJives go from left to right. But because KingJives did so many fucking videos, to some people, y'all didn't catch the transition from what caused KingJives to go from standing by his friend, trying to take a neutral stance, even though nobody was putting him in the shit but William McRae. KingJives is not trying to steal any thunder from Consciouztv. KingJives didn't all of a sudden have a change of mind in the situation and just decided because the McRae files were picking up steam and lots of people were very interested and there was, you know, lots of littiness around the situation. He didn't just jump into that for a click and a view. KingJives having integrity was like, bitch, I can be your friend, but I can't lie for you. That friend didn't appreciate that shit, and kaboom. Here we have it. KingJives dragging goddamn McRae down to the bone marrow. KingJives and me, we have an offline relationship. That's baby daddy. I love KingJives. We are playing for the same team, so you guys don't have to worry about no bullshit, okay? If anything, I'm really appreciative that KingJives is where he is in this matter, because all these things make a difference. What we're doing here is bigger than Consciouztv. It's bigger than KingJives. This, for me, is about these victims. So I'm not concerned about other content creators. I'm not concerned about other bloggers, okay? These are just not my concerns. I could care less. And to be honest, whatever the reasons are that any other content creator and blogger gets on board, I see it as a win-win, because at the end of the day, the commentary is applying the same pressure to somebody who we all agree deserves to have pressure applied to their ass. So whether content creators are jumping on this shit for clout, whether they're jumping on this shit for clicks and views, whether they're jumping on this shit for whatever other reason they want to jump onto this shit, at the end of the day, it's all the same pressure. It's all equating to the same shit. So as long as, bitch, you on that battlefield with a gun in your fucking hand and you shooting in the same direction as me, I could give a fuck less whether you on that field because you got paid, whether you on that field because you just want to know how it feels to shoot some damn body, whether you on that goddamn field because you believe it's fun, or whether you on that goddamn field shooting because you are just believing in defending the voiceless and the victimized and the hurt and the fucking oppressed. Because at the end of the day, bitch, you pointing your gun in the same direction I got mine in and shooting at the same motherfucking targets is going to have the same equal fucking impact. So to me, I don't get into the petty distinguishing of, why is this person doing that? Does it really fucking matter? We have a criminal. We have a criminal who has been extorting people since the late fucking 90s, who's still prancing around in bad weaves, undersized suits, blotched makeup, and who's squeezing size 11s into size 9s, bitch. What an offense. For me, it's about the end game. And this is the art of war, people, okay? I'm not running off of emotion. I'm running off of wisdom. There are other systems involved here, okay? Because unlike any other era, we're trying to get shit done in this particular era. See, this isn't the first time that Sister Patterson has been exposed. This isn't the first time that people have came out and spoke openly and openly rebuked and openly engaged in conflict with Sister Patterson. This ain't the first time for that. And there's been some consequences. There's been some bombs dropped. The bitch was evicted. The bitch was successfully sued. The bitch was arrested. Camera acting a fool. Once again, we pushing through. For other content creators, this just may be content. This just may be something to help grow their platform, this, that, and the third. We actually have a mission of justice, both socially and judicially. So for me, my strategies are different, my tactics are different, and you're not going to see me necessarily moving the same way that these other content creators are. I also have deeply respected this process, so even KingJives doesn't know what I know. KingJives is not a part of the same processes that I am a part of because of my relationship to the victims and things that they are doing as it relates to this issue with them and Mrs. Patterson, okay? So KingJives doesn't know anything, Larry doesn't know anything. All these victims have been protected in this case, and everything that is happening, everything that is being showed, everything that I get up here and say is also co-signed and okayed by the victims before I even get up here on this platform, because for me, this is really about them. I am just the intermediary space between them and the social media world, and using my platform to bring actual awareness to this known extortionist, okay? There's a lot of people who have personal vendetta against William McRae, so they're running off of their feelings. I don't have a personal vendetta, so I'm able to be more beta and more left brain and masculine in my thinking about how to engage this than maybe some other content creators. I can't be up here letting everybody know what every move is, because what I've noticed about YouTube is that a lot of people have tried to take a lot of people out on YouTube and have been utterly unsuccessful in doing so. And you know why that is? It's because many people get up here, they let you know what they're doing. When William McRae got fired from My Fusion Radio, he never saw that shit coming. When he lost both of his friends 2 weeks ago, Larry Reed and KingJives, he never saw that shit coming. And you won't see shit coming when you are actively engaged with the enemy. You cannot be telling your enemy where you are, what he is, what you plan on doing, because you give the enemy the upper hand in the matter. And you don't want them being able to be on the defense, because they get to block your countermeasures, okay? When it's all said and done, you guys are going to be able to look at this era on Consciouztv, and you're going to have a direct, real life, palatable reference to what the art of war actually looks like. Moving in silence, moving intelligently, and being very strategic. A lot of people, because they are emotionally invested, they allow their emotions to get the best of them. They allow their feelings to get ahead of them. So they're not able to maintain discipline. They're not able to have self-control. They want to blurt everything out. People cannot be self-contained. And because sometimes people have an audience, it tempts them to be more forthcoming and to be more anxious, and that anxiousness leads them to being premature in their actions. I am a very skilled metaphysician. I am also an intellectual, and I practice a lot of self-control. You guys are going to see how all this pays off in the coming weeks. Last but not least, I want to talk about this whole Patreon shit. When KingJives created his Patreon, all hell fucking broke loose. A lot of people had a lot of things to say. A lot of people just felt like he was trying to make money. Boom, 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 pow, 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 pow. I just want to say this. I'm not about to argue with anybody who has an issue with content creators receiving donations, receiving PayPals or Cash Apps, or charging for their Patreon, okay? Because as far as I'm concerned, nobody is putting a gun to your head. Because as far as I'm concerned, if you're not giving, I don't know what your concern is. Be fine exactly where you are, exactly with what you have. These hustles are not any different from any other hustle, okay? Content creators have to make money. They have a fucking livelihood, and they choose to be content creators and to do that. Just like a musician chooses, okay, to get out on the sidewalk and to put his hat out there for anybody who wants to throw a few dollars in the coin, or when he goes and plays for a wedding, for a bar, for a club, for an artist, and it's a paid gig because people want to make a living, okay? Content creators make this shit look real easy for y'all, but that is just what it looks like. Real motherfucking easy. You guys have no idea how much time it takes to have your phone ringing from morning to fucking night. You're dealing with this person, that person, these things, those things. You're receiving emails, you're receiving notifications. There's a whole fucking administration and a literal whole goddamn kingdom that is being ran by one person typically, because most content creators are an army of one. And for us to put that type of fucking energy into entertaining y'all and to think that we don't deserve a dollar or two, if you're not giving, shut the fuck up and not give in fucking peace. Not give in peace. Nobody's getting up here cussing anybody out because y'all don't give. So why do y'all have all this smart shit to say in somebody's comment section? If your non-giving ass don't want to give anything, don't fucking give. Don't give. Nobody has made any issue out of those who don't give, okay? But for some reason, those who don't give always feel the need to vocalize that a content creator should get a goddamn job, or a content creator is somehow in the wrong for promoting or monetizing their intellectual property. But the gag is, it ain't no gun to your head. You don't have to give. So why you talking shit, I don't know. And you talking shit don't keep nobody from giving, because the same people who giving are continuing to give out of the kindness in their heart, okay? This is their form of support. All forms of support is valuable, but it seems like those who don't give monetarily feel insecure about what they do give. Look, you are just as valuable if all you give is a click and a view, if all you give is a comment and a share. Whatever it is that you give equates to the same moral support, okay? It's the the same boost of morale for a content creator who feels good when they get to come on here and read nice things in the comment section, who gets to receive emails saying, I really enjoy your platform, I wanted to kill myself yesterday, I'm going through a hard time in my marriage. When I look to your channel, when I see you come on screen, my life just becomes something different. You take me away for those problems. I really appreciate you. And people want to show their appreciation in return. So when you think you're insulting the content creator, okay, you're actually insulting the givers, who you have no idea how much we mean to some people. Some of us may not be worth your $5. Some of us may not be worth your $20. Some of us may not be worth your $100 Cash App donation. Some of us may not be worth your $300 PayPal donation, okay? But to some people, we are, okay? And until we getting up here cussing the ones who don't give out, I think the ones who don't give just need to keep it fucking moving. If you see the link for Patreon and Cash App and that ain't your ministry, let it pass right along, because it ain't for you. But why you gotta talk shit, you gotta work that out inside of yourself. Why you feel some sort of kind of way about that, you gotta figure that shit out on your own. Because only you know why you pressed about another man or another woman winning. Some of y'all may be projecting your own life struggle onto other content creators because you feel alone in the world, because nobody has ever given anything to you, or because you don't feel you're doing anything that warrants somebody to be of such gratitude and appreciation that it equates to them wanting to give their money out of support. You know, you gotta work that conversation out. You gotta figure out what the missing links are for you, because I have not seen any of the content creators from Larry Reed to KingJives who have Patreons, who have Cash Apps, ever get on their platform and roast the living dog shit out of those who don't contribute. If you don't contribute in peace. If you don't give in peace. I don't understand what all the slick talk is about. Half of y'all use y'all cell phone because of YouTube. Half of y'all paying y'all Wi-Fi bill so y'all can spend all your motherfucking Wi-Fi looking at us on YouTube, because we keep you all engaged. We give you a reason to come onto YouTube. We the ones give you a reason to get your ass online. Nonetheless, go and subscribe to the Patreon at www.patreon.com/ConsciouzTV. I have to interview another victim tonight. Me and KingJives, we're not going to ever fall out over no internet shit. Me and KingJives know each other in real life. If there's ever going to be a falling out, it's going to be a falling out in private, because the friendship is in private, okay? It's never going to play out publicly, even if there is ever a private falling out, and nothing online will contribute to the falling out. He and I and many of my compadres on social media, we've all been doing this long enough. We're seasoned enough to know how all of this shit go. Y'all go support KingJives Patreon. Y'all go support KingJives movement. And by the way, my baby daddy said that Consciouztv can read, but it takes a good old Kojic read. Let me correct you, baby daddy. Kojic is fucking weak, because Kojic couldn't even get the party started. It took a Baptist boy to get the party started, okay? These good old nasty Baptist reads, okay, is where they at. So you guys have a wonderful day. I gotta get out of here. I have some more commentary to drop. I have my day one commentary coming. Like I said, it's going to be an interesting piece of commentary. Once again, you guys can comment, rate, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. All donation information will be in the description box below. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you to my audience. You guys have been amazing. You guys have been supportive. And I just couldn't tell you how much it means to me, especially over the past month and a half. My life has been crazy because of the things that have been going on. This has taken a lot of time. It's taken a lot of things. We got things to do, people. The things that are going to play out over the next coming weeks. Some hoes playing checkers, but we playing chess. Deuces.
Hello? Mr. McRae, it's Mark Campbell.